G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's February 18, 2024. This is the German DAX market update. So we're in a long-term bullish trend, although medium to short term is showing a bearish movements, and there is a bearish divergence in play. We're also including a new indicator that's been added recently that helps identify tops and bottoms. So again, for those new to the channel, what we have here is the weekly, daily and hourly. Yes, I know it's a bit busy, but that's deliberate. We're looking at the ADX 25, which is bullish, the CCI 400 on the weekly, that's also bullish. And we've got a couple of, well, actually currently we've got a bearish divergence on the CCI 150, which is our divergence indicator, versus higher highs in the price. That first divergence worked and hit our target area. That's a 38% level. And a second divergence is still currently in play, and that will invalidate only when that level of the CCI rises higher than that. There was another couple of bearish divergences back here, and they also worked out quite nicely. So those divergences usually, about 90% of the time, do work. On the daily, we've got another bearish divergence, and these are independent from each other normally. Again, bullish on the ADX, bullish on the CCI 400, and we've got a bearish divergence which is still in play. Now the price has bounced off that resistance at 17,197, so we may see further downside, and I'll cover that in the new indicator we're showing as well. On the hourly, we've got a bearish movement on the ADX. The CCI 400 is broken down below the moving average, and you can see there the CCI 150 is moving in line with the price. So that's probably the start of a downturn possibly, but nothing's 100% guaranteed, of course. So if I jump to the new indicators we're including, and this is the identifies tops and bottoms. So you can see here, just zooming out, it identified these tops with the indicator to turn down, and these bottoms with the indicator then to turn up. And this indicator is the description on how to program that is attached in the description below, with a link to the video that explains it. So you can see here on the weekly there were shorts or down arrows showing here, showing a shorting environment, and nothing happening, no long or upward moving arrows, and no short arrows yet on the weekly. On the daily, we had a cluster of short arrows here during those days, but again, no long or short arrows yet. But we still consider those down arrows still in play, because if you look back historically, there's usually blue arrows indicating upward move and red arrows indicating downward move, and you can see there all along the tops, it's generally a result of a downward motion eventually. Likewise, the blue arrows indicate an upward motion typically. So currently there's no blue arrows to indicate higher prices, so they're all red arrows, even though they happen back there. On the hourly chart, you can see that also works out, all these bottoms indicated by blue arrows, and all these red arrows indicated by a shorting environment. And at the moment on the hourly chart, we're showing a cluster of red arrows indicating a downturn after hitting that resistance. So just be mindful, we may see a further retracement and further downside before possibly making an upward move. But if it needs to go any further and be more bullish, we need to see it break this resistance. But at the moment, it looks like further downside is expected. So in terms of economic outlook for the German DAX, recent gains were driven by positive earnings reports and hopes for easing energy concerns. However, ongoing geopolitical tensions and fears of a wider European recession keep investor sentiment fragile. Key factors to watch: the Eurozone inflation. Continued high inflation could trigger further tightening from the European Central Bank, impacting stock prices. Geopolitical developments, escalating tensions with Russia or other unforeseen events could trigger volatility. And corporate earnings, upcoming reports from key German companies will influence sector performance. So again, just be mindful, although the indicators are showing predominantly long-term bullish, there is a short to medium-term bearish outlook for the German DAX. There is a bearish divergence in play, so just be mindful of that. That hasn't totally played out yet, I don't believe. And hopefully you got something out of the new indicator we've included, and we're going to include that in future upgrades and updates, so that it helps identify tops and bottoms. So if you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Support us more on the Patreon page, where we look at weekly scans of stocks moving in an upward and also downward direction. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.